Did you know that positive people live up to 10 years longer? Positivity changes the biology of our brain and bodies. It broadens our minds so that we're more creative and capable of coming up with solutions to life's problems. It builds on success and resources. And when we're more positive, we're better able to bounce back from challenging experiences. Positivity improves so much in our lives that it's worthwhile to take a look at how we can experience more positive emotions. So stick around to find out. Hey everyone, and welcome to Becoming an Expert at Self-Leadership. I'm Maika, a psychologist, and today I'll be sharing why positive emotions are something worthwhile investing into and how we can do that. Everything I'll be sharing is backed up by research and science, most prominently by the research of Barbara Fredrickson, who has devoted basically her whole professional life to studying positive emotions and positivity. And in that endeavor, she's uncovered a lot of important facts about positive emotions. She has summarized it all in a theory called the Broaden and Build theory, also written a book about it called Positivity. I'll put the details to that in the description box. And from her research, we can learn three main things about the power of positive emotions and the effect that they have on our lives. Number one, positive emotions broaden our mind. This is also called the Broaden Effect, meaning that when we are experiencing positive emotions, the way our mind works changes and becomes more flexible and broad. We're better able to see the bigger picture, have spontaneous ideas that help us solve a problem. We're more creative and more receptive. What we see of the world and our opportunities in it literally gets bigger. Studies have demonstrated this effect for many different scenarios and groups of people. For example, physicians that experience positive emotions are better able to come to a correct diagnosis for their patients. Managers who experience positive emotions are more effective and accurate in their decisions. And negotiators who experience positive emotions are more successful in coming to a good result in the negotiation. So, positive emotions have a similar effect on our minds that the sun has on flowers. Our minds open up, become broader, and we are better able to see what is going on in any given situation and better able to realize our opportunities in that scenario. Number two, positive emotions build our resources. This is also called the Build Effect, and it describes the power positive emotions have to transform our lives. When we experience positive emotions, this fuels personal growth in all of life's major areas. The mental and emotional shifts that go along with positive emotions will affect your personal habits, your career, your relationships, and your health. Positive emotions reduce signs of depression and allow us to experience life as more meaningful and fulfilled. And just as much as success obviously leads to positive emotions lead to success. Number three, positive emotions undo negativity. This is also called the undo effect. Positivity is what lies at the heart of resilience, our ability to bounce back after a setback or challenging experience. Difficult experiences can trigger a negative downward spiral, and positivity is what puts a brake on that negative downward spiral and then sets a positive upward spiral in motion. Barbara Fredrickson calls positivity our hidden reset button that we can press after a negative experience. Positivity is what will bring us back to our strong state of resilience. My guess is that these powerful effects of positive emotions and positivity have sparked your interest in finding out how we can experience more positive emotions. So let's dive into that. Experiencing more positive emotions, part one, the positivity ratio. When we're working on increasing our experience of positive emotions, what we are aiming for is to experience more of the following 10 emotions: awe, joy, hope, pride, love, interest, serenity, gratitude, amusement, and inspiration. And we're aiming for experiencing less of the following 10 emotions: hate, fear, guilt, anger, stress, shame, contempt, revulsion, sadness, and embarrassment. In order for positivity to really unfold in our lives and to transform our lives and have the 3 effects, the broaden effect, the build effect, and the undo effect, the ratio between our experience of these 2 types of emotions needs to be at least 3-to-1. So for every negative emotion we experience, we need to experience at least 3 positive emotions. If we don't, we will not feel the powerful effects of positivity in our lives. In the populations that were studied in the US, only about 20% of the people had at least a ratio of 3-to-1 concerning these 2 types of emotions. That shows the huge potential most of us still have to invite the powerful effects of positivity into our lives. By the way, if you want to know what your positivity ratio is, go to positivityratio.com. There's a 2-minute test there that you can fill out, and then it'll tell you what your positivity ratio is. Also important to note here is that negative emotions, even the word negative emotions, some psychologists won't use because all emotions have their purpose. So the goal is not to completely eliminate the experience of these emotions. They have their purpose. They're signals that tell us what's going on with us and help us make choices that are beneficial long term. So don't judge yourself whenever you notice that you're feeling one of these emotions. All that'll do is trigger another negative emotion like stress, shame, guilt, or anger. Allow your emotions to be there, and at the same time, be proactive in designing your emotional landscape. Experiencing positive emotions, part 2, how to create them. What are some ways in which we can boost our positive emotions that have been tested by science and proven to be effective? This is a list of things that definitely work. This doesn't mean that there's not more ways. This is what science has found so far. So what works is to have positive interpretations. We all filter our experience through our interpretations. And if we can be mindful to also look at the bright side of things, the positive side, to see what's going well for us, we can really boost our positivity. Appreciating the good boosts positivity, not overlooking things that may seem insignificant or that we might start taking for granted. Being grateful for everything that's going well in your life. Kindness, connecting with that warm feeling of kindness towards yourself and others, and then putting that into action really boosts positivity. Experiencing flow and passion. This is that feeling of being completely immersed in an activity and forgetting everything else. And we can experience that in our work and also in our hobbies. Connection, spending time with someone you're close to, spending time in nature, cultivating openness and mindfulness. Our neighbor's dog is not experiencing positive emotions at the moment, and there's no telling when it'll stop. So please excuse the background noise. Slowing down boosts positivity. Meditation also does. Dreaming of your future and envisioning future success can also boost positivity. And contributing using your strengths. Finding out what your strengths are and then finding ways in which you can put them into practice. If you'd like to do that, I'll put a link to a good strengths finder in the description box of this video. It's called the VIA Signature Strengths Test. So you can go ahead and find out what your strengths are and how you can put them into action. What's important with all of these strategies of boosting positivity is that positivity needs to be real to really have the positive effects that it does. We need to feel it in our bodies. Fake or forced positivity will not have the positive benefits of positivity. It can even be harmful. I hope that watching this video has boosted your positivity ratio for today and helps you to lift it in the long term. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, then consider subscribing. You know how it is. It's hard to remember that specific channel's name in a couple of months. So subscribe. Till next time, take care and be mindful of your positivity ratio.